I would rather go for the floor test.
In which case, he is now saying, assuming. No, but you're right. You're absolutely right. You're spot on. There's no difficulty about it at all. Therefore, what the governor is saying is, but for these 39, as you rightly say, the government will fall. Can he look into the fact that but for these 39, the government will fall when exclusion of these 39 is postulated on the speaker passing an order for their disqualification under the 10th schedule. Until that order is passed, he cannot presume that they are going to be.
He is not.
It's a preemptory move.
Lord, I think we are.
To say that we remain part of that.
Exactly.
We are not parting company.
My lords are saying the same. My lords.
They say that we continue to be in the Shiv Sena.
Correct, my lord. But still, we don't
They
support
continue to be in the Shiv Sena. Then how do you call for a trust vote?
Or what is the apprehension
Lord,
that the government
trust
has?
vote is not against Shiv Sena. Trust vote is against the government, against the chief minister. Correct. Lord, suppose what happens if the leader loses the confidence while members remain. Correct. Lord, now kindly see, my lord, kindly see the flip side of this. Flip side is this. Lord, today there is a government of Shiv Sena and BJP. Now your lordships, my lord, prima facie view is that merely because some people go and say that we don't trust this government, governor should not do anything, not that cannot do anything. Your lordship's prima facie view is, this is debate, my lord. I hope this is not the conclusion. Your lordships are only
In a dialogue.
Yes, it's a dialogue. Lord, suppose today BJP has what, 106 members. Lord, 100 members were to say that we have lost faith in the leader. Even our chief minister, kindly allow.
Right.
Kindly allow me to.
So 106 say we have lost faith in Fadnavis. Okay.
Kindly
He was a
allow
leader.
me to.
For a moment, postulate it. Yes, you're right. Absolutely. Exactly. You're absolutely on spot on.
Kindly see, my lord. Would your lordships consider giving governor the power to wait for the floor test and ensure that there is some management where the majority is created? That's the flip side of it.
Mr. Solicitor, you can never allow the governor to ask for a trust vote when there is absolutely nothing to shake the majority on the floor of the house. What is the trust vote for? Do you have the numbers in the house? The trust vote is not for determining who is going to be your leader in the house. No. The trust vote, what is the purpose of the trust vote? In a house of 288, do you have 144? That's the purpose. And if there is nothing to indicate that 144 is disturbed, who will lead those 144 is alien to the governor. It may not have been Uddhav Thackerey. They could have elected somebody else. The INC, NCP, and the Sena would have said, "Oh, they're electing somebody else."
Would your lordships come to page 21? There is a directive.
That is a matter of internal party discipline. You see, that can never be a matter for the governor. Governor's trust vote is where the majority in the house is shaken. And where was there anything to indicate that this...
Page 21. Page 21.
Yes.
Yes.
Page 21.
Page 21.
Yeah.
This is 47 MLAs writing to the governor on 25th of June. Para 2.
25th of?
As is common knowledge, we no longer wanted to be a part of the corrupt MVA government. However, we were being continuously threatened to continue supporting the incumbent government without our free will. Thus, left with no option, we were constrained to flee away, so and so. However, as yet another attempt to break out our resolve and arm twist us to give in to the demands of MVA government comprising NCP and INC goons, security which was earlier provided, etc., They say, we don't wish to support this government, meaning...
No, Mr. Mehta, if you will look at para 11, that's the conclusion. We demand security. That's all. They don't say we are parting company. Where do they say that? They say, please give us adequate security as also our family because it's been withdrawn.
The governor is not, my lord, a court where this prayer was not couched in this manner. He has to, based upon the material before him, arrive.
Mr. Mehta, what is being pointed out? What is being pointed out is this communication cannot be said to be withdrawing the support to Mr. Uddhav Thackerey. This is that what happened earlier, what happened that...
What it says, Well, it may say they give us protection, but they say we no longer want to be a part of this corrupt government. Meaning
but
thereby
they-
47
then-
people are minus now
And they
from
don't
the
say
magical mark.
what is being pointed out, then thereafter they don't say further that henceforth, correct, we are not supporting this.
If it
we are
is a
withdrawing
petition,
the-
there is no
and
prayer.
therefore the subjective satisfaction.
What's the next step they took after they said we are no longer
Okay.
want to be part of the
Continue.
corrupt
All
government?
right, you can just reflect on it.
Lord, please, Lord, note one difference. It's not legislative party members showing lack of confidence in their party. It's not their internal party affairs anymore. These members are saying that we are withdrawing support from the government. My lord, that's the distinction. And my lord, I would hasten to add, my lord, that this not being, my lord, a petition or a suit may not have a prayer clause, etc. But Governor, my lord, as I will show from one para of Bomai, from whatever material, if he comes to the prima facie satisfaction, and that test is accepted by my lords, my lord, in the Shivraj Singh Chauhan judgment, that there is loss of confidence by this government, then he can ask, not only can ask, he should ask the floor test. My lord, kindly see para 2, my lord, once again. As is common knowledge, we no longer wanted to be a part of corrupt MVA government. However, we are being continuously threatened to continue supporting the incumbent government without our free will, thus left with no option, etc., my lord. And this is signed by 47 members of the Legislative Assembly, not just Shiv Sena MLAs, but independents and 2 members of Prahar Jan Shakti Party saying we are withdrawing support from the government. And this is, my lord, in my respectful submission, the material as
Para 2 mein first sentence.
my apologies. My lord, page 21 of my apologies.
Only it is common knowledge that we no longer
Lord,
wanted to be part.
No, it's past and continuous also. That we have already declared that we don't want to support. But now we are being pressurized to support. That's what. Lord, kindly see. And I'll show, my lord, para 393 Bomai. My lord, from whatever material he comes to prima facie conclusion that there needs to be a floor test, my lord, he would be under an obligation. That we don't want to support this government and therefore give us security because we are being threatened. Second, Lord, what is the fact situation before the governor? And I'll read only one para from Bomai. One set of MLAs, namely 47, saying that we want to withdraw support from the government. One set of MLAs, my lord, or the leaders of the party saying that we will see when you come on the floor of the house. In my respectful submission, I'm posing a question to myself. Would the governor not be justified in forming an opinion that the government has lost confidence? I'm not saying anything. I'm not preempting anything. As Mr. Sorabji, my lord, narrated several possibilities, I'm only asking for the floor test. Maybe they might change their view. Maybe they might sacrifice themselves. Maybe they stand disqualified. Maybe they are persuaded. Maybe the leadership changes. There are several possibilities. The governor, my lord, in my respectful submission, my lord, will have no jurisdiction once he has a material. And what can be the material? Apropos her ladyship's question, my lord, page 393, para 393 of SR Bomai, my lords. It need not be a later also. My lord, suppose in a given set of circumstances, it's in public media, everywhere, which cannot be disputed. All channels are showing something. Lord, I'm posing a question to myself, my lord, can the governor not examine those facts also? Well, ultimately, he is not just, my lord, when a 174, 175 situation arises, he is not supposed to be a mute spectator. He will have to act. His action would be subject to judicial review. Within, my lord, the parameters which your lordships have fixed, my lord, for my lord's, my lord, future assistance. But please see, my lord, 393, which is at, my lord, volume, judgment compilation, volume 2, PDF 518. My lord, that's my judgment, my lord. My lord, am I with your lordships, my lord? My lord Justice.
And Lok Prahari and these 17 independent MLAs were backing the government up to then.
Yeah, yes. Seven, my lord. Seven.
Not seven.
And my lord, one set of 393. In this connection, it would be appropriate to notice the unanimous report of the Committee of Governors appointed by the President of India. The 5 governors unanimously recommended that the test of confidence in the ministry should normally be left to a vote in the assembly, where the governor is satisfied by whatever process or means. Please kindly see, my lord. It need not be a prayer that please hold a floor test, etc. My lord. People are telling him that the government is not enjoying our support. They've lost the confidence. By whatever process or means that the ministry no longer enjoys majority support, he should ask the chief minister to face the assembly and prove his majority within the shortest possible time. If the chief minister shirks this primary responsibility and fails to comply, the governor would be in duty bound to initiate steps to form an alternative ministry. A chief minister's refusal to test his strength on the floor of the assembly can well be interpreted as prima facie proof of he is no longer enjoying the confidence of the legislature. I'm sorry, your lordships gets it. Lord, the subsequent event of the Honorable Chief Minister not deciding not to face, my lord, justifies the decision that whatever material I gathered and the satisfaction I arrived at was a right satisfaction, that the government has lost the majority confidence. Now, my lords, may allow me to place, my lord, the Shivraj Singh Chauhan judgment, my lord. My lord, and that, my lord, I would earnestly request your lordships, my lord, to permit me to read, because that was read by the petitioner, bits and pieces on, my lord, this side, but not